Hello and welcome to episode 11 of the Try Hard Entertainment Podcast.
Can't have two ones because that makes 11.
That's right. But how you been, Nathan?
I've been good. I've been real good. Working a lot. Not working hard, but just working a lot. And raising babies.
So Bill doesn't see this then.
Well, I think Bill already knows. He jokes on me all the time about every time he looks at me, I'm like this. Which isn't true.
And wow. Get it together. But we are joined, wow, I can't speak, with a special guest this time.
Well, it's the guest.
Huh?
What?
Okay. Dion in the middle over there.
Yes, I am Dion. I am the Dion.
You want to tell people about yourself? A little bit about yourself?
Let's start off with how I was supposed to be here last episode. But because the people were promised first episode of the year, here, me. And then
I can feel him staring at me.
And
see it.
And then John reminds you, hey, text Dion. And you're like, I don't deal with black people, or something you said to him. I don't know.
That was it.
And then I didn't end up on the show. And John gave me a pity invite. And now I'm here.
I could only fight it for so long. And John got his way.
But no. Me and Nathan have been friends for a while. He's my guy. Love him to death. John's becoming a brother too. He's a good brother. Good brother. I was in the military for 10 years. Played a little bit of football. Got out. Got my degree in communication design. Now I'm a graphic designer. I am an athletic director at a prep school, and also do security at the training center at CVTC. So, and also I raise kids too. I have tiny humans that depend on me, so yeah, I do that too.
Yeah.
And glad to be here. Thank y'all for having me. Finally.
Yeah, we're glad you could fit us in your busy schedule.
My busy schedule. Mine. Okay.
All the times you turned me down.
Okay. Is that what happened? That's
By not receiving the text messages.
Yeah. By not receiving the text messages you didn't send. I can see how that's my fault.
Well, I recently got Wi-Fi. I think that was the problem.
Oh, that was it?
Yeah, my house is a dead zone.
Okay. Yeah, more excuses.
For Wi-Fi.
More excuses.
And now we're Gucci.
Yeah. I'm here now, and we've been having fun since I walked in the door. So I look forward to it, but it's okay. Stay golden, Pony Boy.
Soda pop.
And we can go ahead and put it on, and we talked about it earlier, but obviously 2020 guest of the year, right? We're gonna go ahead and I'm gonna be that, right? Okay. All right. Just
what does that mean?
Huh?
Does that mean that you're just like the best guest, or that you're going to be the most frequent 2020 guest?
All of it.
Okay.
All of it.
You'll probably be the only guest.
Don't diminish my title. Okay? I'm going to get a belt made, and I'm going to carry it around.
And he's going to own it.
Own it. This is supposed to be a cool shirt, the NWO Wolfpack, but
John said to hell with that.
John said no, we're gonna reverse this bitch, and now I'm a supporter of Oprah's network.
Good.
Own.
Well, I run with something Nathan started in the pre-show.
Yeah, this is true.
And now it's all my fault.
This is true.
I didn't know. Dion's the one that put together that it was Oprah's. I just said the word. And then...
Speaking of Oprah, and
we got Oprah news?
And Gayle King. And
That's what the fans have been wanting.
yeah. The Snoop Dogg thing. We were talking about Gayle. They said he's the first human to call a woman what do you call her?
I don't know.
Funky dog head bitch or something like that. I think that's what it was.
It's not funny, Snoop.
It was. You're right. You're right. It's not funny.
I just learned about this today.
I saw it when it happened, and it was glorious.
I just learned about it too, so don't feel bad, Nathan.
I learned about it by way of a meme. That's my news source
So what's everybody's
in 2020.
stance on funky dog head chicks? Do we have a stand on this show? Are we fans? Are we not fans?
It seems like you should be against it,
Okay.
right?
Yeah. I don't know.
This feels like something I don't want to get into.
Yeah. Politics.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't want to beef with Oprah or Gayle King. So,
What is she gonna do? Shut down all we have?
she could.
She has the money.
Man, that would be spiteful.
I mean, she does have her own network, so.
Let me take out this
And we'll-
crew in Madison Heights.
And we'll never get on it at this rate, talking about her like this.
I love you, Oprah.
I love you too. I was saying I love Oprah too, not I love you. Just wanted to make sure of that.
Well, I'm sour.
See, and when I supposed to came last time, I had gifts and everything, but
Did they expire?
no.
Well,
I'll just keep my framed Nick Cannon picture at home to myself,
oh, there goes my kindling.
and you don't get to partake in Nick Cannon.
I
about
forgot
that?
all about that. The Nick Cannon Eminem beef. Me and Dion went back and forth online.
No, me and Mike went back and forth. Me and you just talked about it. He got upset about it.
Well, yeah. Not that we yelled at each other. We just commented back and forth.
Like you should. You should be able to have a conversation and agree to disagree. You can have two different points. It's okay, people. You don't have to agree. That doesn't mean you have to be enemies, but everybody doesn't feel that way. I think we're good now, though.
You and Mike?
Yeah. I think it was just that day. I don't think it's a Eminem and Nick Cannon beef in real life. Oh.
I'm waiting for your diss tracks.
I don't have that energy.
I don't even know who Mike is.
You
I?
don't?
What's his last name?
Coleman.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
Mike Nathan doesn't know who you are.
No, I know Mike Coleman. I know that son of a bitch.
Wow.
Yeah, if I was gonna bring you a framed Nick Cannon
I forgot
picture
that he was even. Yeah.
to post prominently, probably like right here in this area. You can hang it in this area right here, this empty area.
I was starting to feel bad about not having you last time, but if that's what we would have gotten, then I'm glad.
It's for the culture. Just hang them here around this area.
Did you see any of that, John?
What's that?
The Nick Cannon, Eminem.
Didn't he do like 2 diss tracks or something?
Yes.
Yeah.
I know he tried to Wu-Tang Eminem's ass.
And Eminem just
like
didn't
8 people.
respond.
Yeah,
This
he
thing.
hasn't responded.
I saw jokes in like a comment on an article on Facebook one time talking about how they were holding up a Nick Cannon CD that was apparently been in Goodwill for over a year. That's like less than $5.
Bargain.
And said, "What does that say about your music?"
Nobody thinks of Nick Cannon as a rapper. Let's get that out now. Nobody has ever taken the stance that Nick Cannon is a great rapper.
Nobody thinks Mr. Carey is a rapper. Okay.
However,
Mr. X.
however, What do you do as a man when someone continuously attacks you and your wife? What do you do?
I lock my doors.
And turn the
No,
lights
man,
down
you
low.
clap back.
What else was he supposed to do? What was he supposed to do?
No, so I don't fault him for coming back. I just think it's like the weakest diss track I've ever heard in my entire life.
Possibly, yeah.
I mean, he could have just come out and made statements. You know, he did apparently go to Detroit
Yes, that
with
happened.
the intention of physically
Of
fighting
Yes,
Eminem.
Yes.
Which would have been interesting to see because I, honest to God, don't think either one of them could fight that well.
Oh no, that's not true. Nick Cannon is a legit.
Is he?
Yeah, legit.
I'm just going off appearances.
no. Nick
People say
Cannon,
the same about me.
Nick Cannon will wash Marshall Mathers.
But then again, he also hadn't had an easiest life either, so
All I'm saying is, I see why he feels the way he feels. Nick Cannon even said the other day, he said, are we supposed to be afraid of this guy because he can rhyme words together?
any word.
But are we supposed to be afraid of him? Are we supposed to bow down to him because he can rhyme words together? He insulted his family and his wife.
But then again, he's also insulted his own ex-wife and family multiple times.
Who?
Eminem. His older stuff. How many times he like dissed his wife at the time and everything else.
But just because I diss my wife doesn't mean I'm allowed to diss yours. Does that make sense? Just because I talk stuff about mine doesn't mean that now I can talk about John's wife. That's not how that works.
No, John, this is fine. I talk shit about my wife all the time.
Yeah. I talk about my wife too. It's cool. You should be fine with it. You shouldn't be angry at all. I talk about my wife, so it's cool. No, Marshall. But he is a dope rapper. He is a dope rapper. You can't take that from him.
Well, again, I get it. I understand why he would come at him. I just thought that it was incredibly weak.
His verse, yes.
Yeah.
Nobody.
Well, to the whole idea of it, like, why do you have so many people?
Oh, that's the
I think that's
the Wild and Outcast.
well, yeah.
And those guys are actual battle rappers.
And
But-
like, I mean, I don't know. I think that's the only time. I'm trying to remember as I'm talking that I've seen a track like that where you've got there's two people going at it, but then like the one track has just so many people on it.
No, Eminem did that before.
Well, see, I was about to say that. I know that like Eminem, I know like him and 50 have gone at like Ja Rule.
And Jermaine Dupri, it was like,
yeah.
they've done it. So it's been done.
But the thing is, like, I think that, you know, like Ja went at all of them too.
Yes,
And
absolutely.
whereas Eminem didn't go at all of the Wild and Out people.
True.
He just went at Mariah Carey.
True.
And then Nick Cannon.
True. But again, let's use the example of John and his wife. If John is beefing with somebody and he tells us about it, we got beef too. So we got to go defend John, especially if John's a whack rapper.
Well,
So
I don't think John would be a whack rapper.
If this is a word, this is a total hypothetical world.
Yeah.
We know about John's dope rhymes.
Mm-hmm.
So in this purely hypothetical world, because we don't want any problems.
That
John. We don't
motherfucker
want-
spitting.
I know. Yeah. We don't want any problems, John. But if John had a beef and John isn't good at rapping, not now. We know you are.
Mm-hmm.
But if he wasn't, and we had to go in because we were obviously far superior rappers, then we would have to help John out. I think that's what happened.
All right.
That's my take on it.
pretty much. And then I know Nick made a second one, and then that's when I think
I don't think I heard the second one.
50. I think then that's when 50 Cent and maybe Dr. Dre stepped in. I know people started backing Eminem then,
I have seen a lot of pictures, like recent pictures of Eminem with 50 and Dre. Did Nick Cannon bring them back together?
I don't think Dre's involved in this. He has way too much money to be worried about this stuff.
I'm not worried about this petty shit.
I'm Dr. Dre. I have $1 billion. I'm good.
Well, the last verse I heard from Dre was in "I Need a Doctor."
Mm-hmm.
It's a damn good verse.
Okay, I was gonna go the other way with that.
You didn't like it?
I did not like it.
Really?
Didn't. I was like, oh, this isn't good, Dre.
Oh, it was so real.
Well, I don't think he's been rapping per se, has he? He's been more producing, hasn't he?
Well, that's where his talent is.
Yeah.
He's a dope producer. That's why never hear in the top greatest rappers Dr. Dre.
Yeah.
But he has classic albums from Beat Production.
When it comes in terms of just like the word is escaping me. Hip hop influential people, then Dre's up there. But if you're talking just like lyricists, he's not. He's not there.
No. Anywho.
What else? So the Super Bowl.
First, before we get into that, who were y'all going for in the Super Bowl to begin with?
Well, apparently Dion didn't watch the last podcast.
Yeah, we made predictions.
We Chiefs. We both went Chiefs.
I boycotted it because I was supposed to be there.
Yeah, and
So go ahead, John.
no, I was gonna say. Plus, like that's what I told you. He commented on the last episode we did before both of us moved.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, when are you gonna let me unload this awesomeness on your on the show?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And then I was like, they did another show. Those sons of a mother's witch.
That must not have been made viewable to me on Facebook.
What?
Is why I didn't see it. The comment.
Well, that was on YouTube.
Yeah, that one. That wasn't viewable on YouTube.
Oh, that's what it was. It's not viewable.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
It's got to be it.
Yeah. It didn't get through your Wi-Fi.
That's true too. I got plenty of excuses.
Well, I think he commented. I think he commented on the one on my channel because I posted on the Try Hard YouTube channel first and then mine because that's where we originally started putting them at first. So,
yep. Thanks for backing me up, John.
Oh, man.
And that's why I didn't see it. So, unbeknownst to me.
But I went Chiefs too. Everybody was talking 49ers, but the offense was just too high powered, and even when they were down by 10, I wasn't worried.
Yeah, I wasn't.
Mahomes.
Yeah, my homeboy.
I was a little concerned when I think he threw an interception. Mahomes threw a pick with like 11 minutes left in the game, and I started getting a little concerned then because it just didn't seem like it was turning around for the Chiefs. I even tweeted something about it. And normally when I tweet things negative, the opposite like comes to fruition. So after that pick, I was like, well, this game's over. Like the Chiefs just aren't turning it around. They haven't made any decent like halftime adjustments. It's done. And after I tweeted that, it was a few minutes later and the Chiefs go on their run with 21 points in less than 6 minutes.
Yeah.
Obviously, Patrick Mahomes followed your tweets.
That's it. He was on the sideline on his little Surface tablet.
And it popped up like, "Boop."
He's like, this fucker.
He's like, all right, I'm going to prove him
Here he
wrong.
goes again.
Nathan! And then, but I was never.
You're welcome, Chiefs Nation.
I was never worried, but it must be nice to be able to come back and win after being down.
Yeah, tell me about it.
Must be nice.
Yeah. Climbing out of that hole.
I'm trying to figure out which one it was.
But like when they went down, I think Kelsey was on the receiving end of the first touchdown. Or was he the second one? Yeah, cause I think Mahomes ran the first one.
Mahomes ran the first one, and I thought. Yeah.
But that was the very first one.
Yeah. Are you talking about the comeback?
Yeah, I'm talking about the first of the three in the fourth quarter.
Because Damian Williams had two of them, right?
Yeah. I thought Kelsey had the first one, and then Williams had the second two.
You could be right. I don't
Well, either way,
remember the order of scoring.
point is, when they got that one, I was like, okay, Chiefs are probably going to win this.
Yeah.
Because, like, here it starts.
Yeah.
What was the comment that you made about the Super Bowl? Was it the one saying, I think that wraps this up? Now I now have to run on Legos?
What?
You have to
That's
do
what you put. That's what you put on Twitter.
Were you drinking?
5 days ago. I'm trying to find
absolutely.
one.
I was drinking. It's the Super Bowl. And my team wasn't in it.
I don't know. That's like the closest thing I could see from the
Let me see
Super
it.
Bowl. And then it was.
Just look at my own.
This is so sweet. Hey, Niners.
Well, actually, yeah, go ahead. Man, golly. I was so tired of Niners Twitter. Oh, my
Oh,
God.
that was after the Super Bowl. It
So
made-
so obviously, like, the Niners and the Cowboys have a rivalry anyway from
Yes.
from the 80s and 90s.
Yes.
And so apparently that's still like fresh. Well, everybody's got a rivalry with the Cowboys.
I don't understand that, but
I don't know. You hate us because you ain't us,
it's right.
and you hate us because you ain't us.
That's right.
But
Booty
so
joke.
so they're trying to take the Hot Boys
I know.
thing.
Yeah.
So then like that's when I saw just how rude Niners Twitter was.
But they were
'cause-
gonna add an extra Z onto
yeah,
it.
yeah, that makes it okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna open a McDonald's. There's nothing he can do about it.
Get your own stuff, 49ers.
But then there was all the trash talk because obviously they had a much better season. So it was like, well, you got to earn it. Like, no, it's the same thing with the America's Team thing. It's just ours. Like, I don't care if you take a poll, like how many people in America like each team. It's our nickname. You cannot take it. Hot Boys was created by DeMarcus Lawrence. It is a Cowboys defense thing. Maybe if DeMarcus Lawrence leaves, then
What other fan base is in every state?
none. We got Alaska fans.
It's facts. Facts.
But
Not
it
opinions,
was,
just facts.
What was it? It was like Howard Cosell or something, like back in the 70s, doing a broadcast for a Cowboys game, and he called us America's Team. And that's it. That's it. It's our name. Nothing you can do about it.
Nothing you can do about it.
And then so they tried taking like the Hot Boys thing, and then 49ers Twitter was so like volatile. It was crazy. And I was just like, yep, I don't like you guys. So when they lost the Super Bowl, ooh, I went off. God, I went off. Like I was using bad words. It was
A lot of
bad.
no words.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's
Yeah.
probably the same feeling I had when the Eagles lost. I don't ever post videos,
Mm-hmm.
but that one was warranted, and I stand by it. And F the Eagles.
Yep.
Still.
Yep. They're the literal worst.
Did you see where they were saying the Eagles are trying to get Amari?
Yeah, I saw that yesterday. And of course, you know, because he's great. But that's not gonna happen.
Yeah.
Like Cowboys are gonna take care of these contracts.
Yeah. I don't know why people are worried. Dak's going to be the quarterback. We're going to keep up. I mean, Byron Jones might be gone, but
Yeah, I think he. Somebody had shared something.
followed
Yeah,
the Cowboys.
I was like, man.
Is that our new passive aggressive way of doing things now? You unfollow somebody? Is that?
And that normally does mean the end, though. When people unfollow.
But does
The
that mean that
team.
I'm mad at you that I unfollow you? Like,
Yeah, absolutely.
and
You don't want to see anything I post. You feel slighted by me.
Oh,
Yeah,
So
I do it with exes all the time.
so you unfollow them and they know, and then they're upset because you unfollow them.
Oh God.
That's how he feels.
John,
Well, I don't know how upset they could be.
John,
Do what?
is that how you handle your aggression? You unfollow someone?
Not really. I just.
Oh yeah. Sorry.
What?
I looked at my tweet, and the reason I said I was like, well, it looks like that wraps this up, and then I said I now have to run on Legos, is because me and a buddy of mine made a bet. He went with the Niners. It was just straight up. We didn't do any kind of spread or anything. He went with the Niners. I went with the Chiefs. And the loser has to run on a treadmill while the other person is dumping a bucket of Legos onto the treadmill.
Ooh.
Yeah. So he has to run on a treadmill now. That's why I said, looks like I have to run on Legos, but I don't. Because 21 points in 6 minutes.
Now, hold on a minute. Hold on. This could be made of content, all right? You get the guy that you made the bet with. Get a treadmill. I'll record it. And just do the whole jackass scheme. Hi, I'm Nathan Ragland, and this is running on Legos.
I have a question. When y'all made that bet, do you hate your feet?
Sometimes.
Okay. Okay.
My heels are pretty calloused.
Just don't know why you would
So you're going to run on heels.
make that bet. You have children. I'm sure you've stepped on a Lego before.
Nah, they're in the big block, the mega block stage. They're not quite fine tuned enough,
So
idiots,
you don't know
for the
pain.
small
You
Legos.
don't know the pain. Okay. All right.
I know the pain from when I played with Legos and Connects. Although Connects weren't as bad. But yeah. I mean, it seemed, I don't know, like I was, so leading to the game, I told people, like, if I had to put money on this, I would put money on the Niners. But my heart wants to go with the Chiefs. So my predictions were all Chiefs. And I'm glad I didn't put money on it. So, but when I made that bet, I felt confident.
What made you favor the 49ers at all?
The defensive front. Because the only way to slow down an offense like that is to get pressure on the quarterback. And they got pressure for 3.5 quarters, and it showed.
But have we seen an offense like that before?
No.
That's all. That's been my point. We haven't. Everybody says the way to stop a good offense is a good defense. That's a different animal as far as an offense goes.
But it was effective for 3.5 quarters.
It was, and I think Mahomes was nervous at first. I really do. I really think he was nervous at first.
He was throwing some terrible passes.
Yeah. That he doesn't normally throw, but he settled down.
But then San Francisco basically gave up in the end, too.
They didn't have a choice. They were down 21. I mean, they gave up 21 points.
Well,
I mean, you could see it just in the end because they left a huge gap, which gave them another touchdown that they could have prevented at the end of the game. It's like they were just like, all right, here you go.
Well, that's just the risk you take. Like, the Chiefs are going to run because they just want the clock to run out. So you're just going to stack the box. And, I mean, you're even going to bring your safety within like 10 yards of the line of scrimmage. But then when your front doesn't do their job and allows them to slip through, it's just ball game.
Yep,
There's nobody back there.
Yep, can't catch them.
Because then he ran for like 30-some yards for the touchdown.
Yeah, I think it was like a 32-yarder or something like that.
It was a long one.
He went straight to that hole and he was gone.
Yep.
It was
Bounce outside.
it just solidified their lead even more.
But it was 24-20, and Jimmy G misses that throw to a wide open Emmanuel Sanders.
Because he's not as good as everyone says he is.
Oh, I already know. He's not the guy.
He's not there yet. He could be a good quarterback. I think if he would have stayed in New England, he would have developed into a great quarterback. But
Okay, interesting thought. How do you think it would have went with Mahomes going against Jackson in the Super Bowl?
Well, they're both AFC. Talking about Lamar Jackson?
Yeah, I'm saying like
it could have been
everyone's-
the championship game.
That would have been interesting to see because that's the Chiefs' weakness is run defense. No.
But I think all the Ravens have is Lamar Jackson,
trying to remember.
and that showed when they lost.
Oh, I know that's all they.
Yeah, and it showed. If you can shut Lamar Jackson down, you shut down the Ravens.
No, they didn't shut them down this past year for the most part.
Because nobody could figure it out. So once you get enough of what he can do, you can adjust to that. The Chiefs have far too many weapons. They have far too many weapons. They can,
Yeah. And they score so quick.
yeah, so quick, punches and bunches.
And then with the Ravens Titans, like the Titans just played it perfectly. You want Lamar Jackson to throw, and to get him to throw, you need to put him behind.
Mm-hmm.
So you chew clock and you score touchdowns. You got to turn those 10, 11-minute drives into 6 points.
Mm-hmm.
And they did that. They did that perfectly. And then you get Lamar Jackson behind, and I love Lamar Jackson. Love him.
Mm-hmm.
He's super fun to watch.
He helped me
But
win the fantasy
he's
league.
just not an accurate passer.
Yep.
Like, the guys have got to be wide open, which they typically are because they're so concerned with the run. But when you force him, when they know you have to throw, and they drop back in coverage, and they throw in like they're trying to confuse him, he didn't have it. But that's the formula to beat them.
Mm-hmm.
Chew clock, keep the offense off the field, and convert those drives to 6 points. Don't settle for field goals.
And has Derrick Henry always been 11 feet tall, or did that
Always.
did it just happen?
Always.
He was always
There's so many pictures of him just beside normal people. And it's fascinating.
That was crazy. I never realized he was 11 feet tall
Mm-hmm.
and all muscle. I did not know that.
Dude
That's
is
like
a
putting
brick
Nathan-
shithouse.
That's like putting Nathan up next to Shaq.
Yeah, yeah,
Like, the guy stands toe-to-toe with his offensive lineman. It's ridiculous.
that's crazy.
But he's just all muscle.
Yeah, they were like, "Oh well, he's not fast. He didn't have to be when he
But he is fast.
He can run
ran
through
a
you.
4.5. He is fast.
when he can run through your face." And I mean, I just didn't know that.
You know the term, like, when people avoid big hits, like defenders, they call it a business decision.
Mm-hmm.
That's like the joke there. I would make nothing but business decisions. If Derrick Henry at 6'3", 240 pounds was running at me with 4.5 speed, nope. I got kids, man.
You're just say, here
I
you
want to
go.
remember them.
So you're gonna give him the whole. Here you go, pal. Have fun.
What can you
I'm gonna
do?
do like I'm gonna treat it like a kicker on a kickoff. He's gonna put a slight little juke, and I'm just gonna like go for it. Oh, he got me.
Unless you're Chris Jones, the Cowboys punter. You remember when he smacked the kick returner out of bounds?
Mm-hmm.
That's where he got the nickname the Punisher.
Yeah, the Punisher. Yep.
The Punisher. And Pat McAfee.
Pat McAfee's a god. I follow him on the Twitter sphere.
I follow him on the YouTubes.
Yeah,
It's
he's
hilarious.
great.
He's hilarious.
He's a great personality.
Yeah.
And he's a great football player.
Yeah. It tells the best stories.
Mm-hmm.
The best stories. I think his Troy Polamalu one is my favorite.
Pat, if you want to come on the show,
Yeah. Come on down to the heights.
you could be the 2020 guest of the year.
Better watch it, Nathan.
Sorry.
He's he's just silently over there loading bullets in his gun to fire back at you with.
So, John, being that me and you are the only ones here now. Good stuff.
But yeah, I mean, but you wanted to make precise predictions.
Oh man,
On the last
I was so close. Did you? No, you didn't. You didn't. You boycotted. So we made predictions, and mine was 31-23. 49ers are making the last drive to hopefully get a touchdown and 2-point conversion and tie the game. Jimmy G throws a pick. 31-23. You need this touchdown. Jimmy G throws a pick. What happened? 31-20. You need this touchdown. Jimmy G threw a pick.
You were close.
God.
Jimmy G showed up.
I almost freaking nailed it. I made that prediction on are you on the NFC East War page by chance?
No, I can't do it because I used to be. I can't argue with Eagle fans anymore. They're
the worst.
They are. They really are. They say we're delusional.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Let me
Eagle
post this
fans.
picture of Carson Wentz holding the Lombardi. Okay, I'll post a picture of Danny White holding a Lombardi. Like, Jesus.
They
Doesn't
love that
matter.
argument. Carson Wentz had a Super Bowl. No, he doesn't. I mean, I guess technically he does the same way the
Jason
general
Garrett.
the general manager has a Super Bowl from Philly. Technically, I guess he was there.
Yeah.
He was there.
He was a part of the team.
Yeah, he was on the team, on the roster.
Did he play? No.
No.
And he didn't. It wasn't like, okay, so maybe I'd give some credit if he had anything to do with the playoffs, but he didn't. He missed the last 3 games of the season.
Nothing.
Wasn't in the playoffs. Wasn't in the Super Bowl. But then they always post this picture of him holding the Lombardi. Okay. He's got one more ring than Dak. Sure.
Okay.
But I mean, Tyrod Taylor has a ring too as a backup, so
yeah,
I guess he's just as good as Carson Wentz is.
Yeah.
I actually think he is, though. I love Tyrod a lot.
I hate the Eagles.
Now he's going to get his chance in San Diego, I hope, with Phillip being gone. Go Tyrod.
You don't think Thomas Edgar Brady is going to?
Is that his middle name?
I don't know. I mean,
Oh.
I don't know. He looks like a Edgar.
Yeah.
Be,
that would have been intense. No, I think he's staying in New England.
I think he is too. I don't think he's leaving.
I feel like we go over similar stuff every single year with the Patriots. And this year, I guess it seems more real because they lost in the wild card round, which hasn't happened since 1912.
What if they played in the wild card round?
Yeah, 1912. So people are really blowing it up this year, but I don't think anything's going to change there.
No, I don't think.
I mean, they went 12-4.
I don't think would be good anywhere else. I think he's a systems guy. I think he's a Belichick system guy, and that's what he thrives in. He's good at it, but I don't think if he went anywhere else, he would fold.
See, I think that argument could be made with almost anybody. I think the only ones who aren't system quarterbacks would be Russell Wilson and Aaron Rodgers.
That's it?
Maybe Mahomes. But I feel like everybody, you need to find that fit. For the way that quarterback plays, you need to find the fit. So I think an argument could be made that pretty much any quarterback in the NFL is a system guy.
So you think Tom would be successful going somewhere else?
If they ran this dink and dunk, white guy in the slot system that the Patriots run. Well, I mean, if they had done it 5 years ago, I think Brady's just too far past his prime now to really be that good regardless. He wasn't even that good this year.
He wasn't. He really
but I think if you put the pieces necessary around any quarterback and you just kind of conform to their style of play, then you can make most quarterbacks successful to some degree. But I think you have to adjust to them. I don't think you can take a quarterback and just do whatever you want. And so I think that makes almost any quarterback a system quarterback. I have a lot of faith that Russell Wilson can do anything in any system. Maybe not Aaron Rodgers now, but Aaron Rodgers a few years ago, I think could have done it. And maybe Mahomes too.
I think Dak can do it too somewhere else. I'm just a huge Dak fan.
I'm a Dak fan too.
Huge Dak fan. I don't understand the Dak hate. I really don't.
I think Dak would succeed. Well, all right, Dak might be another one. Because I think he can run the West Coast pretty well. He can run the vertical offense pretty well. He can do RPOs, which I don't think we did nearly enough of.
We didn't do a lot of stuff nearly enough of.
Yeah, it's sad.
8-8. Damn Jets.
That was the worst one, man. God, how do you lose to the Jets? How do you go down 21 points to the fucking Jets?
Jets, Bears. It was just one bad week after another, and
yeah, the Bears was a really bad loss.
But I got what I wanted in the end. Jason Garrett's gone.
Mm-hmm. Bye-bye to the clapper.
All of the coaches are gone except for
Kellen,
the young kid.
Yeah, Kellen Moore. Man, I had a lot of back and forths about him. People hating on him.
You can tell when he was running the offense. You can tell when he was calling plays though, because they were imaginative. They were good plays that we didn't see 1,000 times. It wasn't a hitch. It wasn't a slant. It wasn't run up the middle. Do they know that they're allowed to run to the outside? Are they aware of that in Dallas?
I don't know.
Because they didn't. They did not. You can run to the outside. You don't have to go up the middle every single time. Oh, and you're allowed to pass on first downs too. You don't have to. It's not in the rule book. I looked it up, and it's not a thing. It's not a thing.
Yep, you don't have to halfback dive and then pass on 2nd and 9. You can change it up.
Yeah. It's a if you go on Madden alone, you'll see there are many plays you can use. I mean,
You can go to play type on first down and just go to pass plays.
Yeah.
And it doesn't block you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, there's options there. I feel like we would be good if we could just talk shit to the Cowboys when they made bad plays, like they're on the sideline in person, like to Kellen Keenan.
Mm-hmm.
I think that would be a fun job to do. Like that was a dumb play. Don't call that one again. John, what do you think?
I'd like to have that job.
I don't know.
You think they'll ever have a job where you can abuse the offensive coordinator verbally?
It's like the strength coach that prevents the head coach or one of the assistant coaches from running onto the field. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, the guy that pulls
Like
him
that
back.
job? Yeah, he's the one that's like there to bear hug him.
Yeah, he pulls him back.
And he might not be a strength coach, but every single person that has that job is like Diesel.
Yeah. Have you seen that guy, John?
No.
If the head coach gets too far out on the field, there is a guy that puts his arms around his waist tenderly, and
he caresses his hips.
Yeah,
and he's like, come here, Bill.
Him back in.
Baby, come back.
That's pretty much what it is.
That's his job on game day.
Yep, that's pretty much what it is.
Don't let the coach run too far in the field.
I guess he has no situational awareness, and if you let him go far enough, he'll be in the huddle. The head coach will be out on the field. He will, like Little League, when you see the coaches out on the field, he'll do that if you don't pull him back in. So
imagine that as your job.
And not like they're not wearing headsets and everything where they can actually call out the plays to you.
Right. Right.
Which is
when it gets down to 15 seconds on the play clock, they cut off communications.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's normally coaches running like they want to abuse the refs. That's more so the time where the dude's got to hold him back.
Yeah, it's like his own personal bouncer.
But that's a job in the NFL.
Yeah.
I don't know what they do during the week for like prepping. That's why I'm assuming it's like a strength coach because they're all like just so big.
They have a scout coach that practice running, and they have to get him back. And it's a scout. He tries to go out. They get him back. They practice.
Security training job.
Yeah,
that's what they do all week.
Yeah, all week. That's what they do. They have a scout coach. He dresses like the regular coach on game day, and he tries to run out, and the guy brings him back, and he's got to be his hip placement. You got to have your hands on the hips, and you got to get him back in.
It's all about. Yeah. It's all in the hips.
It's all in the hips. You gotta be tender. You can't be rough. You gotta, and just the right amount of caress, and you just ease them back in, and that's your practice for the week. It's just that's why you're so good at it. It's repetition.
I don't want that job.
You have not seen a coach get away yet.
You haven't.
See, that's
so. Yeah, they obviously do practice it.
Practice.
But maybe the coaches are like how I would be in a fight, where I'm just like, yeah, hold me back. You don't really have to hold me back. It's more of it's a feign, hold me back. I'm not actually going to go attack this guy.
It's all for show.
Yeah. You're holding yourself back. Yeah, hold me back.
It's all for show. Yes. It's all for show.
They're like hover handing. They're not even touching me. Yeah, you're lucky he's holding me back.
Yeah. I've seen a bunch of those fights too when I was doing security downtown. People get tougher and tougher the more security gets in between them.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Start jumping up and getting rowdy, and we're lucky he's here. And then we move out of the way, and things calm down a little bit.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Well, I'm going to go back.
That happened to me at work. I had a dude, like almost tried to get in my face. And the only reason he couldn't get in my face is because our boss was between us. And I was like, man, when you and me were talking out here before you went into the boss's office and grabbed him, you didn't come anywhere near this close. Now all of a sudden you're trying to like get at me, and there's a person between us.
I mean, what had happened? Because I mean, I can believe that with our job, just because the way people act towards each other in their areas.
Do y'all work in the same place?
Yeah.
Different shifts, but same place.
Yeah.
Fun fact.
Mm-hmm. Wait, were you asking me something?
Yeah, I did ask you something.
Well, all right. I mean, so
I mean, like, what?
well, like I'm in like a lead role or whatever, you know. So I tell people what to do, and the guy didn't want to listen to me, and he kept he kept like asking me like why, and I explained why, and then he would ask me again, but why? And then I would explain. He'd be like, no, I get that, but why? And I'm like, I don't understand. You get it, but why? I don't. Okay.
I don't know what game we're playing. I don't know this game. I don't know.
And then so that just kept on going, and then I don't know. And then he kind of said something slick, like under his breath, and then I turned around and told him, like, man, if you don't want to listen, clock out and go home, because I don't need you. We've got like 2 machines down. I don't need you today. I'm overstaffed. And then it just escalated. He kept trying to talk over me, and then I got louder, and then he went in and grabbed Bill, who's like our plant manager. He's the big boss. He is the top guy at our plant, and yeah. But the dude wasn't nearly as aggressive until Bill was out there, and then for some reason he got really aggressive when the boss is there. Anyway, that guy got fired.
I was gonna say that's all that's going to happen is going to get you fired because you're escalating it in front of the boss.
He got fired like a week later because he just never lost his attitude, I guess.
Well, did we look at it from his point of view?
What's his point of view?
Always ask why.
No. I mean, we all know you have a very punchable face. Like,
yeah, Cal.
It's a face that warrants.
Yeah, it's just yearning.
Yeah, it's
to be fisted.
It's just it's ample punchableness.
I have fluffy cheeks.
Yeah, very punchable face.
So your hair's fluffy too if you grow it out.
So you didn't take that into account.
I didn't,
which is selfish. And on top of that, this punchable face person is telling me what to do. That's a recipe for destruction, my friend.
Yep.
But fuck him.
That reminds me so much of what Joe said about Cal Kestis from Jedi Fallen Order. He just had a punchable face.
Oh yeah.
I would never punch your face, Nathan.
Thank you. Again, I would like to remember my children, so prefer it if you didn't.
I'm not a violent person. I'm a teddy bear. I'm a gentle soul.
That's good to know.
Who only wants love and peace in the world.
And podcast invites.
And what he's saying is, if you piss him off, he'll bear hug you. He won't punch you, but he'll bear hug you.
I'll shake your brain loose.
Do the Python effect to you.
I think I've only been in like 2 fights in my life, and they were when I was younger.
Yeah, I mean, outside of my brother.
Yeah. I don't even count. I don't count those. Yeah, I don't count those.
Which I obviously won most of those.
I won all of those.
I didn't win any of those. I think probably 2 or 3.
Yeah.
And I think the last one was in like, well, no, I forgot. I got in a fight when I was like 21 years old. But before that, it was like middle school.
Yeah, my last one was 7th grade. First day of 7th grade was my last fist fight. And then I retired.
The one and done.
I retired on top.
Retired champion.
Yeah, retired champion. A lot of people can't say that. Undefeated over here.
Dude, ironically enough, that was like middle school is when your brother tried to start a fight with me one day after school. On our way up the street.
Man, I remember when your brother was on a lawnmower and my brother was trying to fight your brother, and then I think your brother just decided to ride the lawnmower around him or something, and then Charlie kicked the front of the lawnmower.
Did he break like the
Yeah,
headlight
he broke
to it?
something on it because your brother was mad.
Oh yeah, that's because it's gonna piss my dad off, and then
Yeah.
obviously my dad's gonna go after your brother.
But it was the greatest thing, like seeing your brother come at my brother with a lawnmower. Like there's no way you can avoid that. It's too fast.
Deadpool him.
So I'm about to say, was it like the Deadpool Zamboni?
Yeah.
Tell me where your boss is, or you're gonna die in 5 minutes.
Where's Francis? Where you at, Francis?
Yeah, I
Good
mean,
times
I don't know.
fighting.
And then at the time, like the old next door neighbor that used to live next to my parents.
Caleb Stone.
Wow, I wasn't gonna say names, but Jesus,
He doesn't watch the podcast.
that time he tried to start a fight with me, and I was wearing rollerblades, and he couldn't knock me down.
What kind of life did y'all lead?
Man,
what
it was
y'all-
fun.
We used to play sports like in the street, like hockey on
like Wayne's World
rollerblades.
style?
Like street hockey.
Like Wayne's
Uh,
World style? You know what I'm talking about? Have I seen Wayne's World?
It's been a long time since
When they were playing hockey in the street, and they was like game on, and they like kept moving the. Never mind. Y'all are so young. I'm so old. Jesus.
I haven't seen Wayne's World.
What
I
is-
haven't seen Wayne's World in a long time, but I've seen it.
I don't think I've ever seen it all beginning to end. And the last time I saw bits and pieces was a while ago.
Yeah, then we also played like football and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, football, basketball.
And what is it? One time I think we played football. I was running the ball, and that fence that was next door to the house that's next door to my parents, that wooden fence that was there.
Mm.
Your brother like tripped when he tried to because we were doing like 2-hand touch, because we were also playing partially like in the street, up and down the street, because that's pretty much all we had at the time.
We were smart.
And like obviously yards would be out of bounds, and like I ran and couldn't stop in time, and your brother was running after me, and like he tripped and pushed me, and I went like rib first into the fence and knocked the top post down.
Jesus. So
This was like your brother was kind of like, times he was decent and would like be cool with you, and other times he wants to fight you for whatever reason. It's like,
Yep. That was my
he
childhood.
he was kind of a dick.
Charlie, absolutely.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, man. Growing up, he was.
So did you two ever fight?
Me and John?
Yeah.
No. I don't think. Maybe we argued. I don't think we ever got physical.
I think argued.
Yeah.
I kicked Joe once.
Who's Joe?
Joe's another. So
Childhood friend.
we grew
from
up
same street.
on Peninsula Street in Lynchburg, and Joe is another friend that
Oh.
grew up there too.
We had a Joe too. I grew up on Main Street. We had a Joe in our crew too.
That would have been better for football. Main Street. It's better
It
than
was.
Peninsula Street.
It was a little side street that we would play on, and all neighborhood kids, and it was like 10 of us. Same neighborhood kids go to the side of the street, play football, and it was one kid who was better than everybody, and he would just throw Hail Marys and
And then catch him himself.
yeah, yeah, he was Mr. Perfect it, and nobody gets that reference either. Son of a
No.
bitch.
But no, it's like I remember that one time. It's like that's the only time that we ever like anything physical altercation, which it won't really nothing. We pretty much argued. That's all it was. Like I was trying to go back inside because like I had homework to do, and the way my parents were with homework back in school, and like he just wouldn't stop.
Who,
So like
this one?
no Joe,
Oh,
and like
I can see that.
I was sitting there thinking like because I thought he was talking about me too, and I was like, man, I don't remember this at all.
And like I leaned over and like put my foot up to kick, and like he was like running towards me, so it's like the combination of both, and like hit him right in the ribs and diaphragm. And I think he flew like a couple feet back or something. And that pissed him off. I was like, dude, I'm trying to go inside.
If you ever want to know what not to do in a fight, just watch All of Us when we were kids. It was awful.
It's like that's the only thing physical that ever happened between like Joe and I.
I always resorted to wrestling. I was always
Or you and Joe were always
probably
pillows.
a little bit bigger than kids my age, so I just would grab you.
I always resorted to stuff I saw on wrestling
Yeah. That kind of wrestling.
that didn't work.
Grabbing chairs.
Yeah. Grabbing wrist locks. Like, what are you doing? Like, it's a wrist lock. You're supposed to go down. That's how they do it.
Cooperate.
Yeah, that's how they do it on TV. It's supposed to be crippling. You're supposed to go down to your knees. This is how it's supposed to work. It doesn't work. Like,
And then-
fighting from when I was a youth.
And then Joe and Nathan was always just resorting to the epic pillow fights.
We have a video on YouTube.
Was it on Joe's? I think.
Yeah, Joe's like old one. He's got it marked to where.
I guess
No,
it's-
maybe it's not that one. No, that was like the bar. Anyway, yeah,
As kids,
they're public.
Or
No. As
teens, wasn't it? Like our teenage years, 20s maybe.
I think I might have been like 19 or 20 or something.
All right, so it's
And
20s.
Joe's a year younger than me, so.
I mean, that's on the edge of not being weird. Like,
Yeah.
if you did it like
But dude, it
the
was
other day,
it
yeah.
was
That
it
was
was
funny.
a brutal pillow fight.
Tap, 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 tap.
Like we were fucking each other up.
Is there any way we can pull it up? Can we?
I have
Can we
no
react
idea
to
like
it?
how to even find it.
I think you'd have to, if you look up the Lickety Monkey YouTube page, that's what we posted it on.
The what?
Lickety Monkey.
That I completely forgot about that page. I didn't even think that thing still existed. That was like
Yeah, it's
so
got
long
it's got
ago.
4 videos on it.
Can you pull it up, John? Is that a possibility?
Let's pull it up.
So let's react to it.
Oh my god!
Let's react to it. It's good stuff.
I will preface this by saying I
Oh,
got
God.
really oh my goodness.
No, you know what? I'm just gonna open it.
I got really tired. Okay. That's when Joe took over.
Oh, Nathan lost. Okay, so Nathan lost. Spoilers.
Lickedy.
Nathan got dieseled by a pillow.
And then monkey.
Wow.
I think it might be one word. If that matters. Make it one word. And maybe monkey has an A instead of an E. But I don't know.
monkey.
Try that one first.
Monkey.
Yeah,
Nope.
okay, try monkey. Look at that monkey.
Didn't you pull it
Yep,
up?
there it is. Pillow Madness.
6 subscribers.
Hey!
Toothbrush is blazing.
Toothbrushes blazing.
Pillow
Yeah.
madness. That's 5 minutes long.
It's
We'll
worth.
have to
Well,
watch- we'll have to
no.
watch the whole thing.
No, the pillow fight isn't that long, but we did like a whole Chili Pepper song during the credits or whatever. Yeah, there's credits to this. We overproduced the shit out of it.
And at 240 quality, good God.
It was posted on like a Dell laptop cam.
Oh my gosh.
Are you sure about that?
Sure about what?
It said no homo.
Oh. I don't
Alright,
know. There's
you
no
Are you
telling.
sure?
I don't think I knew what no homo meant back then.
All right, then. I'll play it.
This podcast took a turn.
Yeah. With Lincoln Park.
That was my favorite thing about these videos was editing them.
Did you bow? Did you
Yeah.
touch pillows?
Watch.
Jesus! Oh my God! Did y'all hate each other?
Yeah. We still do.
Jesus!
Back with Joe had long hair.
Torquing it. I'm torquing it. Yeah.
You did that a lot. You were like,
I threw a punch by accident.
Stop blocking with your face, Nathan.
oh my God.
Jesus!
You can hear it. Boom, boom.
What? What is this? What are we doing?
It's like it's so grainy you can't even see.
It's like the first video ever.
All of this.
Oh my
I think it's gonna
god.
get tired out. Yeah. And then I'm done.
The hesitation. He just kept beating you. Throw in the damn towel.
Oh, it wasn't Chili Peppers, but yeah. We played that whole song.
Yeah.
Oh my god. That is the greatest thing I've seen.
Look at the.
Oh, the pillow's name, Vern Troyer and Wee Man. Okay.
Story written by Julian. Who actually did this part of it?
Me and Joe. Listen to the boss, G Boop. It's our production company.
The rest is just loose.
Oh, I didn't know we posted photos. Oh.
Thanks for watching the video. Well, so what made y'all stop doing the channel? Because I completely forgot about that channel.
I don't know. Joe really wanted to do another pillow fight, but that one gave me such a massive headache
I bet it did.
that I couldn't do another one.
That was like 2 minutes of getting hit in the face
I
as
just
hard
posted
as,
photos.
as he could with a pillow. And you were blocking it with your head.
Uh-huh.
That's not how fights work.
Oh.
Are they seeing this on the?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is
They
on,
can see all of this.
Yeah. This is on the pod.
We apologize.
I just turned the sound off because you know,
Copyright infringement?
yeah, YouTube.
We don't own the rights to any of the songs.
It's only like 5 seconds. You can do like 5 seconds, I think. That wasn't 5 seconds.
No.
Hopefully, it doesn't affect it with Linkin Park in the beginning of it.
We could probably just turn this off.
Yeah, I think we're good. I think we're good with this.
Ah,
Wow.
Yeah. Those were the days.
That is.
Mm-hmm.
That was aggressive.
Told you, man. What unsoft about our pillow fights? Are you gonna subscribe?
Well, sure, why not? I forgot about the channel.
Man, it'd be great if we could figure out how to log in.
Ring the bell for notifications.
When was that posted?
2009. 116 views.
I was 18.
No. March 14th, 2009. That's what it
I know when I was born, John. I was 18.
So why does it say it's March 14th, 2009?
Because that's when it was posted.
I know, but what is your question then?
I don't have a question. I'm making a statement that I was 18. We were trying to figure out, or I was trying to figure out how old I was. I said 19 or 20.
Oh.
I was 18.
I was going to say, because you asked like when it was posted, and I told you, like, no.
That's not how the conversation went at all.
I don't know.
Where do we go left here? What happened? What happened?
Um,
Talking about
Fights.
men pillow fighting, and
Yeah.
then we're here.
You know what? While we're on, let's just jump into this trailer.
trailer that Nathan has yet to see.
That was
Yep.
an
Nathan-
awesome segue, by the way.
Yeah. So, yeah, me and Joe looked like we were.
Angrily. Didn't you show somebody that on at work? Like not that long ago? Wasn't it like
I don't know.
what's his name? On third shift.
Lonnie?
Yeah, Lonnie.
No,
I thought you
didn't
would
show
shoot
Lonnie
him
that.
or something like that.
No, I have a status to uphold with Lonnie. I can't show him that video.
What is your status with him?
I'm cool. He probably doesn't think that. Speaking of cool, there's a cool trailer that I missed during the Super Bowl because I don't really watch Super Bowl commercials.
That's part of the.
Yeah, but they've
never
can we agree that they've been weak?
But you watch them for the disaster that they are. You watch them because they used to be hilarious,
They did used to be good.
and they've slowly declined into terrible.
Mm-hmm.
Like even like you ever watch Tim the Tap Man on Twitch? Yeah. Even he was in a Super Bowl commercial for like 3 seconds, but
Yeah, I saw that one. It was when the kid
take
was
it home, kid.
Yeah, the kid
He's
was
on a
running the ball
tractor.
to the stadium.
Yeah, because he's on a tractor out in the field. He's like, take it home, kid.
That should be our goal for next year, to be in a Super Bowl commercial.
I don't know if he got paid for that
Oh, he obviously got paid for that.
or if he had to pay to be a part of that
No, he
commercial.
got paid for
No,
that.
he got paid.
He's a big personality. He got paid for that.
Because I know it's like a 30-second commercial or less can cost you like $1 million or so. Just
No, it's 5.
All right, it went up.
It went up. It went up.
$5.
Yeah, it went up. It's 5. It's 5 million. I think they did a comparison.
Did you ever watch Smart Guy?
Yeah,
All right. Do you remember the episode? So, like, his dad had a roofing company.
yeah.
Do you remember the episode where TJ got his dad's commercial into the Super Bowl?
No.
He went in and essentially kind of like hacked, I guess, just because I don't care to use a better word. He just went into all that and he changed like the commercial stuff around and he put his dad's commercial in the Super Bowl. And whenever I think about Super Bowl commercials, I think of that episode of Smart Guy.
Are you suggesting that we figure out how to do that?
Yeah, like it's possible. Disney Channel figured it out. If a 13-year-old could do it.
Yeah. Or anyway, during the Super Bowl that you didn't watch the commercials for whatever reason.
Apparently, you did a TiVo method at passing the commercials.
Yeah, exactly.
A who?
Like TiVo, you could tell
Oh,
it to skip the
TiVo.
commercials. Yeah.
I thought you said Tebow.
No.
I was like, man, was he against Super Bowl commercials?
Did he hate commercials? Well, they had a Super Bowl trailer and they showed WandaVision, Falcon Winter Soldier, and Loki teaser trailer
Mm-hmm.
that everybody in the world saw,
Except.
for one. And now you all are going to get to see that one, watch it, and then we're going to talk about it. Is that fair to say?
Mm-hmm.
Jesus.
That's what's happening.
All right. You ready?
I'm ready. Here we go. Oh, new pants.
They're always at a farmhouse.
The hell's on the bottom of the screen?
Welcome home.
Vision residents.
I'm gonna burn this place to the ground.
Yes, sir.
Can we
Damn.
agree that Elizabeth Olsen is
The best looking Olsen?
well, that's not hard to do. But she is a very attractive woman. I was trying to figure out a word to say without sounding like a pig, but
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Yeah. I'm
she's
with
so
that.
hot. But yeah, that's the trailer. I do like how they changed the Marvel logo from red to blue to match up with the Disney Plus blue color scheme. I do like that.
And then also one thing I saw that apparently the Disney CEO said that there are 10 Marvel TV shows that are currently in the works, supposedly. So that's what, 3 right there.
Yeah. Yep. What'd you think, Nathan?
It was pretty quick.
Well, I mean, $5 million for a 30-second commercial.
Yeah.
Not that it would affect Disney too much, but
Well, what essentially was in the video was with starting with the Wanda part. It's pretty much her. Well, the rumor is it's a reality that she's creating to cope with Vision being gone. So she gets sucked into this reality where it starts like back in the 60 sitcom TVs and goes to like the 70s sitcoms, 80s sitcoms, 90s like Roseanne type sitcoms. That's why she's changing clothes and characters
and then pretty much her actual uniform that she had.
exactly, yeah, her comic book uniform. They're saying that's a costume, but it's kind of like a Easter egg to say, hey. And they said they're leaning more into what did it call? Was it Chaos Magic? I think it's what it was. I think it's what her comic book powers evolved to. I think that's what they're leaning into. So that's what the TV show is about. Her going in and out of these different realities.
So,
which is going to lead up to Doctor Strange 2.
Exactly. Multiverse of Madness.
Multiverse of Madness.
were all of those TV shows? Because I thought Falcon and Winter Soldier was a movie.
No, that's going to be a TV show too.
Oh. That's
And
disappointing.
Loki is too.
Well,
Yep.
no, I guess that's all right. Well, yeah, I knew that. I actually wasn't sure. I wasn't sure about WandaVision. I knew Loki was a show, but I thought that the other one was a movie. And and then I got confused watching that because it seemed like they were all shows when the Disney Plus thing popped up.
Well, I
Yeah,
mean,
they-
they could be movies and shows, though.
I think,
Being on
I
Disney.
think,
Well,
yeah. I think they're going to tie into each other. But
And to the movies, too, as well. The universe, MCU.
I don't think people will watch a Falcon Winter Soldier movie.
Why not?
Yeah, not just them two.
Freaking the Captain America one. That was like one of the best ones in the MCU.
What do you mean, Civil War?
No, Winter Soldier.
Oh, the Winter Soldier?
Yeah.
It wasn't just him though.
All right, but instead of Captain America, you'd have Falcon.
Which is a more boring version of Captain America.
Well, he's like two superheroes now. He's Falcon and Captain America.
Okay. Where are we going with this, Nathan?
I think it could have worked as a movie, is what I'm saying. I guess a TV show works too.
Be better at liking movies.
What?
Okay. How do you do this, John?
Patiently.
Week in and week out. Like I see you die inside. When I watch, except for last week, I didn't watch it. But the ones I watched, you just when you first started, you were a young, spry whippersnapper. Now you're a grizzled, old YouTuber now.
He builds it back up during the week when he's streaming
Okay.
by himself, and then
Bring back my youth.
I come in and tear him back down.
But yes, they're all TV shows. They're all TV shows, and I'm gonna watch all of those TV shows
Absolutely.
because I have Disney Plus, and I've been watching a bunch of old stuff on Disney Plus.
That's what I've been doing, too. Along with, I actually just recently watched Jon Favreau Lion King, too. The live-action one. Because I had never seen it.
I still haven't seen it. I heard it wasn't good.
Oh, I like
That's
it.
what I heard. But you've seen it, so
It's good. I liked it.
okay,
I mean, obviously, it can't be exactly like the original cartoon.
right, right.
And they change up some things, but I mean...
Yeah, like it's very similar.
yeah,
so
I mean,
I
you get the
kinda feel
same
like-
vibe.
The only reason you wouldn't like it is if you just don't like the live action aspect of it.
Oh no, I don't mind that. I
Which
watched.
Even then, so it's still CGI anyway. It's
Yeah.
not completely live action.
Yeah, I mean, I watched the live action Aladdin. I didn't think that was that bad.
I was so on Aladdin. Like I
Wasn't
thought,
that
I
bad.
thought it was watchable. Yeah.
Will Smith's genie did kind of give you the stuff that he would do kind of gave you the same vibe as Robin Williams.
He was my favorite part of that.
Yeah.
And a lot of people were like iffy on like Genie, but I thought Will Smith did a good job.
That's because the first image they released of him wasn't finished CGI, so it looked horrible.
Yeah. They should have just waited.
Yeah, yeah, but it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad at all. So I will check out the Lion King live action because I have children's.
Yeah, I was gonna say like all I do on Disney Plus is watch Moana and Frozen because it's what my daughters want to watch.
Do you tell them that there's more to this Disney Plus world? And
I try.
Do they not? Do they not
We tried
care?
watching the live action Lion King, and then Layla's just turning back at me. Moana, and I'm like, no, Simba, bitch.
Oh, and then they still had.
But then it's like Moana, so I gotta change it.
Then they still had James Earl Jones come back as Mufasa.
Oh, that's awesome. It's
Mhm.
good
His
stuff.
voice Mufasa.
It's good stuff. So yeah, we'll probably check it out. My herd will probably check it out.
It's a good one. I liked it.
And
I'm not hating.
I've gotten them watching The Proud Family. My girls love that. Yeah.
It's been a minute.
Yeah. Yep. They even sing the theme song. So proud. See what I did there?
Yeah,
I am killing it today.
absolutely.
But Disney Plus was definitely a good buy. I didn't know what to think at first, but it was a good buy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think if you're someone around our age, then you should like Disney Plus.
Because they have more than just a.
All the stuff from your childhood, and then like as we've grown up, and then with all the MCU stuff and the Star Wars stuff that we've been a part of, all that's on there. So I mean, it's just like it's everything from the day you were born, all the shit that you've watched on one app. It's amazing.
Including The Mandalorian.
Yeah. Oh, and they're gonna do.
Haven't seen an episode.
Well, at least they're
of
in
it.
talks, or there's speculation that they're gonna start doing spin-off shows of characters like from Mandalorian.
I believe it. Like right now, apparently it's been reported that Disney has plans for 5 seasons in Mandalorian.
Heard it was good.
You haven't seen it yet?
I haven't seen one episode of it.
So how into Star Wars are you?
I'm not.
Oh. Like you just haven't watched it, or you're just not a fan?
I just never got into it.
Oh.
I have seen. I want to say the original 6, the original 3, and then the 3 prequels they did. Were they prequels? Does anybody know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, yeah.
Episodes
Well-
1, 2, and 3 were the prequels technically.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
then 4,
Yeah.
5, and 6 was the original.
Those
ones.
came out 99, 02, and 05.
Okay, I saw all of those by chance. While I was in the military, by chance,
Yeah.
I've seen all of those at some point, but I never got into Star Wars. Don't hate it. I just
Just not like fanboying it.
never got into it.
That's all right. I like you a little less. I think the prequel trilogy gets a lot of hate. So I didn't like the first one. I didn't like Phantom Menace. I thought they just ruined a lot of shit.
Unless you know a lot of the lore and background of the universe, then I could see your aspect. But if you know more about it, then you'll catch on to the little details
Well, no, I think
of the
they
stuff that they mentioned
I
in
think they-
Phantom Menace.
did terrible with Darth Maul. They didn't like his character could have been so much bigger.
Well, they did. They brought him back for the Clone Wars and Rebels
That's not
series.
talking about the movie. I'm not talking
They
about
killed him
that.
off in the movie, but obviously he didn't really die. But
Oh, my tummy.
I mean, but
somebody
then-
didn't make me keto waffles.
I didn't eat him either.
What the hell?
What was it? Phantom Menace was Darth Maul.
I didn't like the kid
Count
that played
Dooku.
Anakin either. God, he was so annoying.
Count Dooku was
I think that was the
episodes 2
point,
and
wasn't it?
Hmm?
Wasn't the point for him to be annoying?
Why would that be the point?
Wasn't he supposed to be a dick?
Well, he wasn't a dick. He was just whiny. Why wouldn't he sounded whiny? Not that he was whiny.
Kind of like you right now. just
All right, so 2 and 3 are really good though, especially 3. 3's a really good one.
I have the high ground.
Yeah, that scene is incredible. I think the new trilogy that we got is slightly worse than the prequel trilogy overall.
I still like the Last
That
Jedi.
might be an unpopular opinion. It
I mean, not the
probably
Last
is.
Jedi. Rise of Skywalker, the episode 9. I still like that one.
I liked it too. They did a lot better with it than I thought they were.
They did better with that than they did Last Jedi.
Yeah. I think as a whole. Yeah.
That's what's up.
Mm-hmm. But Rogue One is one of my favorites out of all
Oh,
of
yeah.
them.
Which
And
that also-
that's one of the spin-off movies.
And that brought back well, that was Vader in that
Yeah.
one, I think.
Yeah, Vader was in it.
Solo brought back Darth Maul as well because of the timeline of that movie. At the very end of it. Wait, you have seen Solo, haven't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to remember. I've seen it once.
Is that the very end of it that showed like who she was really working for?
I think I remember that. I
Yeah.
think. I don't know.
That's what's up.
Well, I say we keep rambling about this for a little bit longer, and we bring Dion back.
Well, for Joker, since
Yeah,
we'll run out
I
of
gotta
time
leave
this
in
time.
like 15 minutes, and I don't want to rush Joker in 15 minutes. This happens to us a lot, Dion. We push stuff back because we talk about other stuff.
That happened with John Wick quite a lot for all 3 of those movies.
Yeah, it took us a while to cover those.
I have them. Haven't seen them.
Oh my god.
I have them. I have all 3. I just haven't sat down and I haven't had time to sit down and watch. I want to.
And then one of them we did, I think it was the second one, wasn't it? We were debating on to hold off till another episode to do it, and you were like, yeah, you know what, we could fit it in. I don't really have that much to talk about the movie because it's not my
Yeah,
I'm
I
not
wasn't
too
a huge
fond.
fan. I mean, well, like I liked the second one, but it was definitely to me the weakest. But yeah, we kind of. I feel like I was a dick on that one, not like towards you, just a dick towards John Wick 2, because I really just rushed through it. I didn't really care to talk about it.
So are we holding off on that one?
On what one?
Joker.
Yeah, we'll bring you back. Are you good in 2 weeks from now?
Yes. Yes,
All
I
right.
am.
All right, we'll do it again in 2 weeks.
Yes. I am good for then. Let's see if I'm invited back and if you'll forget.
You might have to remind me, but you know now. I'm telling you right now. But yeah, because that's one I really want to get into, because I like the whole mental health aspect of it, and kind of like what it says about our culture and how we look at mental health issues and the lack of attention that it gets. But I want to go into like all of that, and I don't want to do it in 15 minutes.
I don't think you can do it in 15 minutes.
Exactly.
And then, well, not yeah, especially if you go into detail about it. And then the next time, actually find my other condenser mic that I've got that I couldn't find this time, which is somewhere in the closet in the boxes from when I moved. I was not able to find, so I had to make do with the dynamic microphone that he's using this episode.
I think that I'm killing it with the mic. And we'll see. Don't stress yourself out about it. We're good.
He doesn't even need a mic,
I don't need a mic.
for being honest. He can just
So-
sit back there.
So now next episode, I just won't have a mic. I just have a headphone. And just
Yep. You could say things, and then like we'll hear you.
yeah. You see my mouth moving, and that's it.
You're just
Good
we'll
stuff.
Be laughing, and nobody will know why.
Good stuff.
Oh yeah, just like if I wouldn't have pulled that video up on the video for the podcast too. I don't think people would just hear the dum, 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 dum. And you laugh and reacted to
Yeah.
I completely forgot about that channel though. God.
He's got some that he has marked as like private. He has to like send you the link for it, and that's the one I was looking for, because it's the one where I'm playing the harmonica.
There was one that we also did one time that actually I was a part of that as well sometimes when I was over there. I think I recorded the two of y'all like fighting out in his front yard one time or something like that. And I was like playing guitar, doing like the music for the fights.
Yeah, I do. I remember that now. Yeah.
I don't know whatever happened to that one. Those were like the early days of being content creators.
I asked for a digital camcorder for Christmas one year, and I got one. And it was, the way the camcorder was set up is you could just plug it in, and it had a YouTube button on it. And you just kind of, I guess, I don't know if you had to be on YouTube or whatever, but you hit that, and then it starts uploading it to post on YouTube. Like that was on the camcorder. It's like a $150 camcorder, and I don't think we actually made any YouTube videos on it. I think we tried,
It's a waste.
and then I like gave it away because I didn't buy it, and that's what I did with stuff that I didn't buy. Give it away.
Like that reminds me of, I think it was the second Never Back Down movie. It may have been, I can't remember if it was the first or second, but when the crooked cops were trying to frame him and try to get him locked back up, but the guy recorded it all on camera. And they got away, and he said, "Don't worry, it's already up on YouTube." That's what it reminded me of when you started talking about it had a YouTube button directly on it.
Yeah, now
Because like seconds after he had recorded that whole like incident, like it was already up on YouTube.
What an interesting recollection. Never Back Down 2.
I didn't even know that was a thing.
I've seen the first one.
There's 3 of them.
Oh my god.
And now you've thrown in the third.
There's 3 of them.
Now you're throwing in the third, so it's just...
I think you and Dylan would get along great.
It was the second one because the first one had
Yeah, it had to be the second one because I don't remember that at all.
because the
And I've seen
first one had like
Who's Dylan?
It's a guy at work that makes like movie references all the time.
What's his last name?
Oh.
Get your-
Swearingen.
No, that's not. Different guy. Different guy.
I was like, he rides a motorcycle a lot though.
Yeah, he's
I
a
know that.
23-year-old with a 2019 Harley.
How
Between
much
him and
money
Billy.
do y'all make there?
Kid's got a great life.
I
Well,
see.
he has a great life, but
I see.
I don't know. Him and Billy already had Harleys when they started working there, and they're still like temps. Well, actually, I don't know if Billy still is or not. 'Cause
They're
I know
getting hired on at the same time, but it's got to wait a while
Wait, why?
because everybody's taking vacation.
Oh,
Like Bill's going out of town next week, and then Tina, who's like the main HR person for corporate, she's going.
Yeah.
She's taking like a 2-week vacation. So like their 90 days has been up, but
oh, mine. I worked there 7 months before I got hired.
oh yeah,
I really like me, Amir,
probably a
and
user error.
Tim. Really got screwed over on that. Because I kept bringing it up to Bill, Vinny, and Nick kept bringing it up to him about hiring me on. It took them 7 friggin' months.
it's a process.
I'm just like, it doesn't take this long after your 90 days.
So how does that work? The whole 90-day thing, getting hired thing.
You're
is-
supposed to
So
work
yeah, you have to work 90. Well, like it's different now. They changed it now. It's like an
90
hour.
working days.
Well, they do it by hours. So
Yeah, your
whatever,
working days.
350. I don't know. It's something like that. But then you can start going through the process of getting hired on. But the hire on process is a process. So like you'll do your 3 months, and then start going through that process, and then that could easily take like 2 months, like minimum.
But you're getting paid this whole time, right?
Yeah. Like you're working as a
You're
temp.
getting, you're
Oh,
getting
you're
temp pay.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay. You're
yeah.
temp. Okay.
No benefits, the temp pay and all that. So
And where's this magical place?
It's man, what's that road? Dillard, off
Yeah.
off 130.
What's the name of the place?
Oh, Jemison Metals.
Oh,
I thought you said where is this magical place?
yeah. Where is it? What's the name of? What's the?
No, you can't say where is it and expect me to tell you the name. Doesn't make any sense.
it's out. It's in Madison Heights, like in between basically where Sheets is and
Do you know where Hackney is?
I didn't know that was a word. You just
Oh.
said it. So-
that's a truck in like warehouse.
Hackney
trucking company.
delivers like school food.
and I haven't been to school since
Well,
'99. That's when I graduated.
Jesus.
I know, right?
Okay, so he is older than me.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
not
Dion's
that's not a game.
in his mid 30s.
Yeah.
I'm in my 30s. I'm getting ready to turn 32.
Oh, you're 32.
I'm 29.
I remember when I was 32 6
He's
years
young.
ago. Oh, poor old baby.
But
when's your birthday?
the 18th.
Of this month?
Yeah.
It better have been this month and just say the 18th and then
The 18th of September.
Oh,
What month are we in?
it better have been. If you'd been like, no, not this month, probably would have walked out. Like, I don't need this.
I got a 1 in 12 chance.
I don't need this.
1 in 12 chance.
Man, I didn't know that you were older than Charlie.
I think we're only like months apart.
Yeah, he'll be 32 in July.
Yeah, I remember that. Like we're only like so many months apart.
Yeah, I didn't know you were older.
We were born
though.
like the same year, but
That's cray cray.
But that's the ironic part. It's like he's like the same age as me, but I was always better friends with Nathan.
That happens.
Yeah, it does. Because how I met Nathan, I was friends with someone else before him, and then can we say his name?
Jacob?
Yeah.
Nope. No, I'm kidding. Yeah.
I was friends with him and Kristen, and then you walked by the office one day, the student government office,
Mm-hmm.
and that's where our love blossomed.
Mm-hmm. And then we played football together for a brief period.
Very brief.
Very brief period.
Like
A
brief
few,
as in
few weeks.
Like for
I don't-
fun or on a
I don't
team?
think it was weeks. I wasn't
Oh.
on the team for weeks.
Oh.
It's like
Well, we went through the tryout process,
Yeah.
which was like a 4-week process.
yeah. So okay, I guess you
Yeah.
could say weeks. Okay, a couple weeks, a few weeks. Fuck that team.
It was pretty stupid.
Yeah.
I tried to convince them to get you on because they were like, we don't have linemen. You put like 3 of them on the reserves. Dumb fucks.
and never.
Yeah,
called.
never. Yeah,
Yeah.
they just held like more tryouts. It's like, what the?
My God.
Oh well. It wasn't meant to be.
Yeah,
I was meant to use my
last.
brain
I didn't last long on that team.
than my body. They didn't need me for my body.
Idiots. Their loss.
I tried to let them use my body. They didn't want to use my body.
That's how I make my money.
Yeah. With my body. Oiled up on the field with my body.
At least that way you can't get tackled. They'll slip right off.
No. Just boxes and boxes of baby oil on the sideline. That's all I
Some
need.
big old vat.
Yeah, that's all I need. Anybody oil Dion down?
John, that could be your job.
Yeah.
You could be the oiler
The oiler.
on the sidelines.
John, oil my body. I don't have enough oil on my body. My body. What happened? Good stuff. This was fun. I had a good time. I could do this
It is
all day
fun.
if someone didn't have to go to work.
Yeah, so ideally we'd like to do like a podcast and then transition into like doing some video games. And where that would essentially be John playing and me trying to make jokes or something.
No. We also play like multiplayer games where you're actually playing too.
We've done that. But with the way my schedule has been the past like few months,
But that's also when we stream it and record it live.
yeah.
If you don't have to go to work, we usually transition over to that. But
Are we doing that next time?
I'll be working.
he's like,
I mean, you guys do whatever you want. But I'll have the same schedule. Get here at like 11 and record. Then I got to go to work. But I'm currently in the process of training. I'm training 2 people. And as soon as I feel comfortable that one of them can run that machine without me being there, I'm taking a Saturday off.
well, I mean, too, why would they need that many people there to run it if you get 3 people that can run it?
We don't have 3 people that can run it.
I'm saying when
Well,
you
we do on
too
different
many-
shifts. We have one on each shift that can run it.
I thought you said you were training like 2 people to run it.
Yeah.
So that means they can fluctuate who runs it then on Saturdays. So it's not
Yeah,
always
as soon as
you.
I get one of them trained up. That's what I was saying. But as of now, I haven't been able to get them on the machine enough. So
Sounds
if
about
I was to
right.
like, cut them loose on it, they'd be just calling me all the time, and I don't want that.
Well, I mean, they already want to
I don't
run
get
it
paid
on-
for that.
They already want to let the machine run when there's nobody there anyway. So I mean,
Yeah. And the parts that we run on Saturdays typically run pretty well without any hang-ups. But if there was a hang-up, yeah, I don't feel comfortable.
yeah.
I would end up having to go into the shop and probably fix it. and I don't want that. I want them to be able to do it on their own.
Oh yeah, you'd have to drive a whole 5 minutes to get there.
If I'm home,
Well,
what if I was in Roanoke?
Yeah, that's true. But, all right, then an hour and a half or so.
Why would you be in Roanoke?
That's where my girlfriend lives.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's where I'm going after work tonight.
oh,
He said, "Screw
Going to
sleep.
Roanoke. Yeah,
obviously.
basically.
Get no sleep last night. Come here, do
Team
the
no
podcast,
sleep.
go to work."
When I don't have my daughters, man. Like last night, went to JT's right after work and drank. Got my drink on. Left, went to Sheets. Got a lot of deep fried goodness.
Oh no, it's cool. I didn't want to go. Thanks for asking, though,
Well, that worked out for me.
bastard.
Oh yeah, I did actually download Death Stranding. I checked it out last night.
Yeah, I think I
Do you have fleas? Like, what are you doing?
Actually, you know he's gonna be sitting there.
What's going on over there?
I just had an itch. Everybody relax. Oh my goodness. Okay.
Hey, it's like the old podcast episodes that never got posted. We did it in Joe's basement.
I hit
You
the mic
had that
all the
problem.
time.
Yeah, every time you turn around, he'd hit the mic stand, or he'd accident, or it starts to fall over in his lap.
I was basically forced to buy this shock mount
So that you
because
stop.
it absorbs. Yeah. So when I would
Any
hit,
bumps or anything.
I don't
It's
know,
still gonna come
you can
through.
still hear that.
Yeah.
What a piece
You
of
hit-
junk.
If you hit it hard enough, yeah, but
Or you could just stop hitting it.
yeah,
That's also an
Well,
option.
mute your mic.
It's also an option is to
This is the end
don't
of the
hit
show.
it. Yeah, don't hit it. But you do you.
I would get.
You do you, Scotty P.
I'd get really flamboyant. I don't know that reference either.
What? That's
I-
from We're the Millers. The No Regrets dude.
No regrets.
Y'all don't remember that?
The no
I remember
regrets?
that
What was it? No
dude.
regrets.
That's
yeah.
That was his name, Scotty P.
He had it like across his chest.
Yeah.
No regrets.
Yeah. And then he was like, "You do you, Scotty P."
I do remember that
Yeah. Thank you. Finally.
because he
Both
always
of you would
was like
be really
yeah.
good friends with Dylan.
I got no regrets coming on this show.
Perfect.
No regrets.
No regrets.
Dude, when I
Yeah.
worked at the distribution center at J. Crew, I always quoted like Grandma's Boy, that movie. Like me and a guy I was friends with there.
That's one that he talks about too, man.
I was about to watch that last night and I fell asleep.
All this kid does is like make movie references and quote movie lines, and I
Have
never
you
have
s-
any idea what he's talking
Have
about.
you seen Grandma's Boy?
Nope.
Oh, really? You need to go watch the movie. Watch it with your girlfriend tonight.
That one's free. You can if you download Pluto TV, it's a free app. And search Grandma's Boy, it's on there.
Okay. Are there
Yeah.
ads?
Probably every hour, 45 minutes to an hour. They might be one, and
that's
then it'll go
not bad.
right back to it.
Okay.
So it's
I'll do
doable,
that.
but it is free. But Grandma's Boy, it's so good, so good.
I'll think about it.
What have you watched? Because everything we say, you say I haven't seen it.
Man.
Drive,
So
monkey,
they
drive.
asked. Ha 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 ha. I remember that. They
Jeff's a fucking liar, Timmy.
they asked like at work like your top 3 favorite movies or whatever, and I was like, man, I couldn't do like a top 3 favorite movies because I love movies. But then so I was like, okay, so if I had to go with movies that like if I'm flipping through the channels,
Okay.
I will always stop on like these movies, and I started naming them. The first one is The Great Escape with Steve McQueen. Obviously, no one at frickin' work knew that movie. It's like a movie from the
course
60s or
not.
70s. And Steve McQueen is the POW in like a Nazi prison camp. And then they escape and a lot of them die. But anyway, spoiler, if it's taken you 50 years to watch that movie. But that's one of my favorites. I'll always stop on that. I'll always stop on Escape from Alcatraz, Clint Eastwood movie, where the point of it is in the title.
The noun is the verb.
And then Reign Over Me with Adam Sandler and Don Cheadle.
Oh God.
Nobody? It's a serious Adam Sandler movie.
I've heard of it.
Yeah, I've heard of it.
He loses his wife, his 2 daughters, and his dog.
This happened at 9/11.
Yeah, they're in one of the planes that hit one of the towers.
Yeah,
but they never specifically say it. They just kind of allude to it, and you can piece it together pretty easily. But they never actually mention, September 11th or whatever. But then I started talking about that one, and then it reminded me of another one, Remember Me, which is the same thing with Robert Pattinson, and it focuses on 9/11.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, stuff. And then they were all like, ugh, Fast and Furious 7. And I'm like, okay, well, these are the movies you guys want to talk about. Then
Speaking of, they have a new one coming out.
Mm-hmm.
F9.
Yep, F9.
Yep.
And
Which, I do like those movies, but we were just on completely different wavelengths. Like, they're talking about Fast and Furious, and I'm talking about, like,
have you seen the trailer?
heartfelt stuff. Yeah. Yeah, I've seen the trailer.
Have you seen the jokes people made about it?
Yeah, that his brother was in it the whole time. You were just never
Just
able to
couldn't
see him.
Couldn't see him. He was there the whole time, just couldn't see him. There was a new Saw movie. Did y'all see that?
No, I didn't see that.
Yeah, I haven't seen it.
Spiral.
Although those took a turn for me.
I didn't see the trailer, but I've heard about it.
Chris Rock's in it.
Yeah, Chris Rock and
And
somebody
Samuel
else.
L. Jackson.
Yeah, they were like rebooting.
Now I
Yeah.
might have to watch it.
Chris Rock is the main detective, is the head detective, and then Samuel L. Jackson in it, and he said motherfucker one time. He put that in there, and
He better.
it hit, and I loved it. So it's called Spiral from the Book of Saw.
I really liked the first one.
First Saw,
Yeah.
because we had never seen anything like it.
Yeah, it was just like it was a psychological thriller, and I tend to like those.
I saw that
And
in
then
the theater.
The second one
Did you?
was
Yep.
second one was somewhat along those lines, but it was much more more graphic.
Yeah.
And then after that, it just all became like
The same.
essentially like Final Destination. Like, what are the most fucked up
Yeah.
ways we can kill people?
Yeah.
And I was like,
To teach
I don't
them
like
a
it
lesson.
anymore.
When he got up off the ground in the first one, I think that
Oh,
was
yeah.
the biggest oh shit moment that I had ever seen up to that point.
What?
Yeah, up to that point, when he was in there the whole time with him, and he got up off the ground, I'm like, oh,
yeah.
But I mean, that is props to be laying there that whole entire time while all that's happening, and have somebody crawl over top of you and you not move
yeah,
a muscle,
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
and then you
good.
just get up nonchalantly off the ground. And it's like game over.
yeah, yeah.
I thoroughly enjoyed the first one. It's
Yes,
a really good movie. IMO.
Going text lingo now.
LOL, LMAO.
BRB. I gotta go to work. G2G.
TTYL.
Nobody uses that anymore.
What?
G2G.
Got to go.
That was the AOL Messenger, man.
Gotta go.
That was the one. G2G. TTYL.
Talk to you later.
YOLO. We don't do that one anymore.
I say YOLO. Yeah, all the time.
You shouldn't.
YOLO swag.
You shouldn't.
That was my nickname when I
What?
worked at the Best Buy in Roanoke. YOLO swag. Because I would walk around all the time saying
And it was Best Buy. So
YOLO swag.
a lot of things go on at Best Buy that,
I worked in the back.
yeah, that we don't talk about. They have an SNL sketch on that, and it's hilarious.
So during like the holiday season one year, everybody, whenever the salespeople would make a sale, they'd be on the radio, and they'd say, "Oh, I just sold a 55-inch, flat screen or whatever it was," and then the manager would come across. He'd be like, "Good job, Terrence," or and so I was.
Was there a Terrence
I came
there, or
out-
you just made up a
I
random
just
black
I think I
guy
made it
name?
up.
Okay.
So I came out from the back and was restocking portable DVD players. And a woman comes up to me and says, like, I'm looking for a portable DVD player for my daughter. Are there any that like you recommend? Like, and I just told her, I said, well, I mean, portable DVD player is just a portable DVD player. But like this brand is good, and I don't even remember what it was. But I didn't like lie to her, I didn't BS her. But I was like, I mean, this brand is good with like electronics, so that'd probably be a good bet. And it's only like $40. It's kind of one of our like mid-level. And then she goes, okay, cool, thanks, I'll get this one. And then then I get on the radio, and I was like, Warehouse just sold a $40 portable DVD player, and the manager goes, that's great, but you're not getting anything for it.
Yeah, you're not a salesman.
And I was
You're not
like,
a floor person.
Okay. I
So
just said, YOLO swag.
Put me in, coach. I can make the sale.
We were loved in the warehouse.
I can tell. Get off the mic, monkey.
Good times.
What's the worst job y'all have had?
Oh, man.
I just shifted the atmosphere in there.
I'm probably going to say when I worked at Fire and Safety. And what I did, amongst other things, like I checked fire extinguishers and I checked fire suppression systems, like in a kitchen, like a restaurant kitchen. But what I did before checking the suppression system was clean the kitchen hood.
Ooh.
So all that grease and all that.
Yep.
Some places use like charcoal grills, all that charcoal, soot-y stuff, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I had to get in there and clean all that. That was my job. And then when everything was clean and we had like a pressure washer and we had these we use like chemicals to just eat the stuff. And then you're spraying it off, and then you gotta tarp everything so that you don't get shit all over the place. And I went home just smelling like a tub of grease every day
I believe.
for $12 an hour. It was the worst job I ever had.
At least it was double-digit pay. I had to do like maintenance work, like environmental services and stuff, cleaning, especially like in hospitals and stuff, for less than that, like maybe $8 an hour if you're lucky. That sucked.
So pretty much any cleaning job.
Mm-hmm.
Mine was Long John Silver over on Memorial Avenue.
Oh God. Okay.
I worked there for one day.
That was really bad.
And yes, it was a trash job. And I got a check for $7 and I think 19 cents after taxes.
Stacking your bread.
Goddamn right. That was my worst job.
Well, what was bad about it? What did you have to do? Why did you only last one day?
Because I didn't like the manager was a dick. I didn't like the atmosphere. I smelled like fish.
Yep.
And other things, and it just wasn't. It wasn't in the vision for Dion.
Mm-hmm.
You know, in the grand scheme of things. So I left that organization and joined another corporation, known as McDonald's.
Yeah.
And that was my favorite job ever.
Okay.
I worked at a McDonald's when I was like 15 or 16 and threw up because of the smell of the grease.
It's okay. You're not the first person to have done that.
Yep.
Yeah, when I was a kid and getting ready to get a job, I swore an oath to myself to never work at McDonald's or any fast food place.
Oh, you missed out. You missed out. Some of the best memories. You get to make up sandwiches and food items. And
But
you ever had a double chicken fish sandwich? I have. with an egg on it?
turn into Burger King, have it your way.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what he was doing.
Bro, it was an amazing adventure.
My McDonald's experience, I worked there 3 weeks and then I threw up and then I was like, I don't want to do this anymore.
Is that the day you figured it out? When you threw
Yeah.
up?
I'm done.
Yeah, like it finally made me sick after feeling sick for 3 weeks. But I did work at Little Caesars for about a year, and I had fun doing that. And you know, I made some pretty good pizzas.
Do y'all remember when McDonald's was in the mall?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
That's the one I worked at. I worked at the one.
Man, God, that was forever.
I know the one.
I can barely. It's where the Fresh Farmers thing is now.
Yeah.
Right?
Fresh
Yep.
Mart. Oh.
Yep. And that's where the little mini arcade was over there too. They used to have like a mini arcade over there.
Yeah, that was across the.
No, that was a full arcade. The one that you're talking about.
Oh.
The one to the left that was awesome.
Mm.
There's like a little mini arcade in the McDonald's.
Now it's like a salon.
Yeah. Loser. Anyway, I worked at the one in the mall, and I worked at the one across from Burlington Coat Factory before people got shot at it. Yeah, I worked at that one, and it looked completely different. They redone the McDonald's and everything. So that was during my high school days when I rode the city bus everywhere. Did y'all ever ride the city bus?
I have never ridden a city bus.
I did like once when I was younger.
What?
I'm sorry.
What?
I actually had this conversation with somebody at work. When I was 15, my dad bought me a moped. So that was my means of transportation until I got a license. Because at that point, I don't know what the law is now, but at that point, as long as you had a learner's, you could drive a moped by yourself.
What year did you graduate high school?
Oh, wait.
John?
05?
You graduated in 08?
Yeah. Well, if that's what you want to call it. I got my GED in 07.
Oh, I was like...
I would have graduated in 08. Had that conversation with somebody at work, too. So people are always like, you got your GED? I'm like, yeah, but I started college a year sooner, so there's that. Get off my back. I got my GED a year before I would have graduated.
So while you were getting your GED, I was in Iraq. Okay, when did you graduate?
07.
07. I was in DC. Yes, I was in DC. God, I'm old. This got depressing quick.
Yeah.
I'm almost out of here.
You're only as old as you feel.
Oh, God.
I guess Nathan is like 60.
That's what kids will do to you, man.
I'm the old security guard. I work at the training center now with all the ghosts.
Making paranormal video.
Yeah. Did y'all watch my video?
I didn't even know that. So I meant to ask you, did you post that on your
did.
Facebook page?
I did.
I
All right,
watched.
I'll have to find it.
Well, it's
then.
on my Calo Creed
Yeah.
Facebook page, and then I put it on YouTube too.
I need to watch
Wait,
it on
okay,
YouTube.
so I'm going to ask that question again. Is it on both Facebook pages?
No.
That's why I didn't see it then.
So are you
I
telling
think-
me that you haven't
Right. I don't think I
See,
follow your
that's
other
my
page.
Calo Creed page with all
Yeah,
my
I don't think
stuff
I
on?
do.
You
See,
haven't?
that's the thing.
You don't do that?
I saw it. I didn't know it was on YouTube. I saw
I should be at work right
like
now.
half of it on Facebook while I was at lunch, but then I ran out of time. But I didn't even know it was on Facebook. I
Yeah.
mean, I didn't know
I'll
it was
check
on
it out.
YouTube,
It's on YouTube and it's on my
but I saw it on
Calo
Facebook.
Creed Facebook page. Which you
I am
should, you all should
subscribed to your
follow that, by
YouTube.
the way.
Yeah.
And subscribe to my YouTube, The Fortress of Awesometude.
Mhm.
And at Calo Creed DB is my Facebook. And since Nathan won't do it, will you do it?
I tried.
Thanks, friend.
I don't even know if I knew of that page.
You know. You know.
Oh, okay.
You know.
Get the selective memory. That's all.
Yeah.
That's not it.
Yeah. It's okay.
I gotta go to work.
But
They're only feelings. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. Time feels all.
but
I'm a really good friend.
another thing we didn't get to talk about this episode, and I guess we'll talk about in the next episode because out of respect, I wouldn't want it to be like a 2-second type conversation. Is talking about Kobe, but we will talk about that in the next episode because we were supposed to in this one, but ran out of time.
Yeah.
Way to bring the episode down at the end.
Well, I mean, I know it was one thing we were supposed to talk about, just like Joker. So both those have to be kind of like.
I'll have a few things to say about Kobe. I grew up a big sports lover. Basketball and football were my two top ones. So Kobe meant a great deal to me.
I'll save my hot takes for next time.
Yeah, that's why I said I
I'm
know
just
it's not.
dropping teasers.
That's why I said I know it's not like a 2-second conversation. Just so we'll definitely save that for the next one, along with what was supposed to have been the main topic of Joker.
What was our main topic today?
to-
Rambling?
Yeah, I don't think we had a main
Just
topic.
rambling?
Yeah,
Okay.
the pillow fight.
The MCU stuff for
Yeah.
Disney. Yeah,
We talked about the
football.
we talked about Super Bowl for a bit.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
How Nathan doesn't watch movies.
I just watch different movies.
Well, I mean, it's his first time being on a show, so
It was
good
fun.
way for anybody to get to know Dion and
Yeah.
everything.
It's fun. I'm gonna promote this and hopefully have my viewers watch.
Oh yeah.
They will watch. I rule
They
with an iron
better.
fist.
And punch Nathan in the face.
I would never punch Nathan in the face. I just said it's punchable. Like if he got punched, you'd be like, I understand. It's punchable.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, like I understand. I get it. I get it.
I ought to post a picture with you next to Kyle Kestis from Fallen Order and see, are these faces punchable?
Who has the more punchable face?
Dion said that he's had a punchable face. Joe said he's got a punchable face. What do you think?
Yeah. Let's do that. Let's set that up. Let's have our viewers vote on it. Who has a more punchable face? And it's just another fun fact we would have. Nathan has the most punchable face.
Put a poll on Twitter.
Yeah. Nathan has the most punchable face of all time. That's a big thing. It's a big thing. Should get an award for that. A punchy. We call it a punchy. Call it a punchy. Little guy with the fist.
Well, I've got to go punch the clock. So,
All right, so Nathan, you want to give your sign out real quick before we end?
you can follow me Facebook, Twitter, I guess Instagram if you really want to. I don't get on it much. I post about sports and I post about my daughters. Infamous Wannabe. I'm not going to spell it again. At this point, you guys should know it.
I always link them down in the description.
Perfect.
Anyway.
It's going to be linked. But
Down
yeah,
below.
you can follow me for quality content where I just retweet things that other people have posted as quality content.
And TikTok.
Oh yeah, and sometimes I make TikToks.
Same.
I made a
I
freaking
can't
adorable.
figure that out. I've tried to do it. It's because I'm old.
Yeah, that's probably it.
Technology.
Yeah.
I made a TikTok with Layla, and I thought that it was glorious.
Somebody shit their pants.
Yeah, I'm gonna show Dion real quick.
I don't know how to do them. But all my socials hopefully will be linked also. But it's Facebook, Instagram,
Oh yeah. I mean, the only thing you can do is like send them to me and whatnot.
Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all Kal-El DB. And then follow the Fortress of Awesome Toot on YouTube for quality original content that I created myself and not just shared from other people. Not that people do that. Just
I ride coattails.
He rides the wave of awesomeness.
You're famous?
we're famous.
Freaking sweet.
But I had an awesome time.
fucking
Thank
man.
y'all for having me. I had a really good time. Hopefully, I get to come back and we do this again, and I'm more frequent. This was awesome.
yeah.
Loved it.
We'll
Loved it.
do it again.
Loved it. And you can find me at MusicianGamer76 on.
As though someone has shit their pants.
She didn't run. If she would
She
have
just turned and walked away.
And you can find me at MusicianGamer76 on all the things: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, Twitch. And thank you all so much for checking out the YouTube. All descriptions to our social medias and everything in YouTube
Do
will
it.
be down in the description below.
one more thing. The logos that you all see, I did those.
Yes, yeah.
Awesome work.
Dion did our logos.
Yes, me. So if you need logos, let me know.
That's
I
right.
can brand you.
The logo and the cover photo.
Yep, cover
As
photo.
well.
I'll make you a star.
That's right.
Make you a star.
Hasn't worked for us, but
It takes time.
he does good. If you've seen our cover photo, he does good. He made me Superman, so
Made me Spider-Man.
That's right. That's right.
If you like the video, make sure you hit the like button. If you're new here and you want to see more videos and see more of Dion in the future episodes, make sure you hit that subscribe button and enable notifications so you'll know next time video goes live. And we will see you all back here for the next episode.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Going to work.